All right. Hey, guys. Good afternoon and welcome to the stream. I'm going to close my door. Just 1 second. All right. Welcome to the stream, everybody. It's Friday, September 25th. It is 3 o'clock and we are getting ready to start our 3-hour stream. It's the last stream of the week, and this is the end of week 2. Next week is week 3, and then after that, we start the cycle again. So I just wanted to let you guys know that next week we will be starting at 10 a.m. Pacific time, and we will be running until 1 p.m. So 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. That's what we'll be doing next week. And yeah, that's next week is week 3 of the 3-week cycle, and we'll be starting again after that. Any other information? No other information. Next week, I should have my Patreon ready to go, and I should have started advertising on other sites, and I should probably start messing around with new template for YouTube software overlay that allows me to do things like I wanted to add a clock counting down the 3 hours and some other additional graphics and that sort of thing, like when we take a break or whatever. Anyway, thank you very much for coming. It is 3:01, so it's time to get started. What you got to do on your end is get your gear together, decide what it is that you're going to work on today. Hopefully you can stay for the full 3 hours, but if you can't, that's fine. And if you are present, if you would like to like the stream, leave a comment, say what you're working on, that would be great. If possible, if you know of a place where you think someone might be interested in doing this, please share the link with them. Again, why we're doing this is a 3-hour daily period of creativity focused on whatever it is that you're working on. So it could be art, painting, composing music, editing video, building and painting models, whatever it is that you enjoy doing in your free time as a creative hobby. This is what this channel is committed to. So if you happen to know any places on Facebook, places on Reddit, places online that community of people could benefit from this time, especially now during COVID when a lot of people are isolated or on their own, and they just have a small circle of friends, if any, this was created in mind especially for them. Finally, if you are a parent and you have any kids, if there are kids watching that would like to draw along or paint along and they have any questions, I would be more than happy to answer any questions about anything. It doesn't matter. The weather, comics, cartoons, whatever it is that interests one or more of your children, and they wanted to get some feedback from the person on YouTube, they might be interested in that. I'm more than happy. I remember when I was just a little kid, I didn't have a lot of people in my family that were too interested in my creative process, and so I didn't really have anyone to talk to. So for kids, this is an opportunity for them. If they want to have one of their parents type in a comment, I'd be more than happy to respond to them as much as they like. So once again, before we get started, this is Bliss Monkey's online creativity club. It's a 3x3 challenge, 3 hours every day, Monday to Friday for 3 weeks. This is week 2 in our first cycle, 3-week cycle, and next week is week 3. And after that, we start the cycle all over again. For myself, I have been working on this really large image, I use Micron pens. So I'm a big fan of Micron pens. I really like them a lot. Micron pens, they're very small. They come in different sizes. It's hard to see there. You can kind of see the tip. They're very small, and it takes a lot of time to produce an image like this. So here is the image I'm currently working on right now. It's a bit big for the frame. It's all pen and ink. So what I do in my process is I have an image on my computer. I put a graph over that image, and then I put a graph on this page. This is a watercolor paper. It's heavyweight. It's 300 pounds cold hot press. Yeah, I think this is hot press. It's relatively smooth paper, and all of this is done with Micron pens. This week, can I do this? This week for me, I was focusing on this top area. So today I'm going to be focusing on this little area there on the opposite side. So that's what I'm doing for today. Next week is just going to be all of this area. So that's very ambitious. I won't get all of that done next week. It takes a very long time, but I don't mind. I have this paper, oops, that's upside down for me. I have this paper taped to an old drafting table that I used to use, and it's sitting on another drafting table that was given to me. So this is what I am working on. Hopefully you can have a similar space where you can work. And so we will get started for the day. If you are new, please leave a comment. I would love to hear from you. If you are not new, please leave a comment. I would love to hear from you. Sometimes we can have a little conversation going back and forth here, especially if you're on your own, you need somebody to talk to, just to chat with. I'm happy to do that too. Right now I'm going to try and plug in this other microphone. See here if this is going to work. It appears to be on. Hello? All right. So if you can let me know if that is working, it appears to be working from what I can see here. Yeah, all right, let's get started. So I'm going to get to work. First thing I'm going to do is put on some music. Please put some music on for yourself in the background if you enjoy music. The music I put on here is extremely difficult for people on your end to hear. The microphone works well, but I have to play it very, very, very loud here for you to be able to enjoy it as well. So try putting on some music in your space, and that should serve your purposes if you're interested in that at all. So once again, Bliss Monkeys Online Creativity Club, welcome. I've just shown the work that I'm going to be doing. If you're here today, hopefully you will come back on Monday. Monday, again, the hours are changing to 10 a.m. Pacific to 1 p.m. All right, I'm just going to turn on some music and get started. The whole idea of this project is that we are not being interrupted by our phones. So the object is to, just put your phone away and turn everything off. And just focus on your own creativity. That's what we're trying to do here. So let's get started. So because my work is on a grid, I have this on my keyboard here, or on my screen. This is kind of like an on-screen ruler. It's just iTunes, but I move it up every inch that I'm working on, so I can just keep an eye on the right place, that I'm on the right place. Okay. Right, so let's get to work. Who's here? Hey, Karen. Yeah, that's amazing. Hey, we're doing very well today. Thanks for coming, Karen. Hope you're doing well. And thanks for sharing the page online. So, got to keep doing that. I hope so, hey? Yeah, I hope so.
Once a year, when everything is ready, special powers have the ability to demonstrate their courage and intelligence, very important for people.
How have you been today, Karen? What have you been up to? I've had a really busy day, like super busy. How are we doing? We are at 3:49, so we are 10 minutes away from our first break. We take a break for 5 minutes at every hour. So at 4 o'clock, we will take our first break, and 5 o'clock, we will take our second break, and 6 o'clock, we'll wrap it up for this second week of our 3-week cycle. Okay, guys, just 2 more minutes left in our first hour, and then we will take our first break. 5 minutes, maybe 5 or 6 minutes. I got to run out and make some coffee. Yeah, so 2 minutes, we'll take our first break. All right. So we are at 4 minutes, or 4 o'clock, excuse me. So it's on the hour, so let's take a quick break, 5 or 6 minutes. I'm just going to step out and make some coffee, and I'll be right back. Be right back. Getting the coffee. All right. I'm just going to go one more minute, and then we will take a break. Or then the break will be over. Okay. All right, guys, we are on to hour 2, and we will be finishing, taking our next break at 5 o'clock. For me today, this is kind of tough. I woke up this morning. I had to, I've been receiving a bunch of information on an album that's going to be released on October the 1st. See, I forgot to plug in again today. I'm really tired, not on my game. Anyway, there's an album being released on the 31st. It's a really giant album. And it's like 85 tracks, bunch of artists in there. And I have been collecting quotes from the artists over the last couple of days. And so this morning I spent several hours putting together a review. So I actually only managed to get the first half of the review done, which was the easy part. The second half is more of a critique on the album itself. So it's going to be a bit more of a challenge to write. Anyway, so today I'm really tired. Didn't get a lot of sleep last night. Working on this thing all day. Now doing this, I'm just knocked out. So anyway, for those of you that are here, thanks for showing up. Please leave a comment. Say where you're from, what you're doing, all that jazz. Like, subscribe, share the link. This is Bliss Monkeys online creativity club. So we are doing a 3x3 challenge, which is 3 hours every day of creativity for 3 weeks. And we are doing 3-week cycles. I think we're going to do 3 cycles of 3 weeks. and then we may have to evolve the project in another direction. But we'll see how this goes. You never know what's going to happen, and I can do a bunch of things at the same time. I just have to learn how to get this thing well advertised and get Patreon set up and a bunch of other stuff. Anyway, hopefully you're enjoying yourself. 2 more hours to go in the day. I wish I was outside, but if you want to get stuff done, sometimes you just got to stay in. All right, so leave a comment. I'm happy to chat with whomever is out there. And in the meantime, I'm just going to get back to work. Thanks for the emojis, Karen. Lots of love. Yeah, I wonder who else is here. Anyway, hi to everybody who's here. Hey to everybody who's out there. Hope you guys are doing some good work. We are 20 minutes away from our second break. Time flies when you're having fun. So yeah, 20 minutes for break time. All right, so we are at the 15-minute mark. 15 minutes, and then we will take a break. Yo, Kristen, thanks for checking in and saying hi. Hope you're doing well. Hope your shoulder's okay. All right, 5 minutes left, and then we will have a break. All right, guys, it is 5 o'clock, so let's take a 5-minute break. All right. Anytime, Mel. Okay, folks, so we are on our last hour of Friday, September 25th. It is the second week of our it's the second week of our first 3-week cycle. Oh man, am I ever tired. Anyway, it's second week of our first 3-week cycle. Next week will be our last week, and then the cycle will start all over again. Welcome to anybody from Inktober. Next month is October or Inktober, which is a huge event where you can find them on Facebook and Reddit. Ink, I-N-K-T-O-B-E-R, Inktober. Inktober is a challenge for artists that use pen and ink to produce one drawing every single day. They have prompts over there on their web pages and on their social media. So go check out Inktober, and we are going to be running all throughout October. So welcome to anybody who is doing Inktober, because we are definitely on your side. This is a space, nice time of day for Inktober is problematic subject this year. I have no idea about Inktober being a problem. So let me know. But anyway, maybe for other people, anyway, if you're doing Inktober and there are no problems with that, come on over and come on in every day. We're here from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. throughout the month of October. So that's 3 hours of creative time, and you could probably get most of your daily work done in that time. So I'm going to be putting this link up on their social media again, and hopefully we can get a bunch of Inktober folks in here. I'm going to keep working on this. This here, plagiarism and trademarking stuff with the creator and other artist causing a problem within the community. Yeah, so that's a huge deal with the internet, and I'd love to find out more about that. But I started sharing my stuff online, and I immediately was alerted by some family members about how I should go about doing that if I want to, because artwork gets stolen all the time and put on merchandise like right away. There's a famous guy in the UK. He does portraits and images of film stars and film characters. I forget his name off the top of my head, but I follow him on Facebook. Tom Parker is amazing, for sure. There's another guy in the UK. He's an outstanding artist. It's unbelievable. Anyway, he would share his stuff online, just photos and sell prints and that kind of stuff. And like the next day, somebody would be selling his art as merch on shirts through, those large-scale shirt production sites. So he ended up having to put a sort of internet watermark on all of his material, which was really too bad because it's like right across the whole image. But yeah, when you share stuff online, you have to be super duper careful. Even I lose track sometimes of, I just want to share stuff. But I am not aware of the fact that somebody is always ready to kind of scoop up your material if you're not careful. So yeah, it is really bad. The guy found out, somebody linked him the shirts somebody was selling of his designs. And yeah, he had to shut that down right away by using watermarks. Is that what it's called? Watermarks? I'm not sure. Anyway, so it's 10 after 5. We have 50 minutes left in our day. After that, it's, yes, that would feel really rotten. But yeah, there are people, for example, in the Star Wars community, they're just putting together Star Wars art because they love Star Wars. They're just photoshopping stuff together, foreground, background, adding effects, all that stuff. And, you know, these people are pretty hardcore fans, so they create regularly for each other. They're uploading stuff all the time. And people scoop that and make phone cases out of it and stuff. It's crazy. So you definitely want to make sure that your artwork is protected by using watermarks, and it's presented in such a way that it cannot be scooped, clipped, and used in an application like on a phone case, coffee mug, t-shirt, or especially print. If your stuff is looking so crisp and clean online in its presentation, and it's just, you know, of a very famous or popular character or image, somebody online is going to scoop it and profit off of it. Yeah, so Adobe Creative Cloud, they give you watermarking tools. I'm sure there are watermarking tools readily available, but Lord knows that's something I have not looked into and I don't know anything about it. I just stopped sharing my stuff online, more or less, unless it's in a way that is virtually unusable. So yeah, we are starting next week from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. Super welcome to the Inktober people. You know, watch your stuff, make sure it's presented in a way that it's watermarked and unshareable or unusable for people who are going to try to turn it into merch. What was it that Steve Jobs said? Something about great artists stealing. David Bowie said something along the same lines too. It's the first person doesn't get any credit, and this person who steals their work gets all the publicity. I forget, he said it in a really pithy way. Much more effective than I ever could. I'll let you know what I find out if I do. Yeah, I've done Inktober a couple of times. I'm going to keep working on this, so I'm not going to be doing Inktober, but I do work in ink. So I would love to hear from other Inktober people, like what kind of ink they're using, the kind of paper they're doing, the images they're working on, the cues the prompts that inspire them. And, you know, it's amazing, Inktober. I love it. It's fantastic. Jake Parker trademarked the word Inktober and has been suing people who use the work on anything they sell, like Inktober zines of their work, etc., which is one issue. Yeah, it's funny, right? Trademarking is crazy. People are out there. They're ready to just jump on stuff. Second issue, he was putting out a book. Another artist found out. Alfonso Dunn and Jake Parker basically plagiarized things from his book for his Inktober book. Yeah. People are going to do crazy stuff to try to make a buck, right? If they can do it, they're going to try. Way back in the day, I don't know if you guys know this, but I was living in Toronto at the time when the Sky Dome was built. Now I think it's called like Rogers Stadium or something. I don't know. But anyway, when the Sky Dome was built, the internet was kind of like just becoming a thing. And so they had a contest to name the building. And within 45 minutes of the building name being announced with the contest winner, somebody had bought the domain, skydome.com, whatever it was, probably skydome.com. So Skydome had to pay them $1 gajillion for the domain name because they were not, you know, the internet wasn't much of a thing back then, or maybe it was, but they didn't cover their bases. So Skydome ended up having to pay this person a chunk of change because of that person buying the domain name. Yeah, so people are going to do all kinds of crazy stuff. Last thing before we get back to work, Oh, Jake Parker. I thought it was Tom Parker. Then I have to change that. Anyway, yeah. Last funny story with stadiums and the goofy corporate names that they have now. I remember one of the first times I ever went to Los Angeles. I was driving around with some friends in a car, and I saw this Staples store. And I was like, Jesus, I mean, this Staples was massive. And I was like, what? Why do you need such a huge Staples? It's crazy. This thing is ginormous. It's a colossus of a Staples shop. And of course, it was the Staples Center. It was, like a football stadium or something named after Staples. And I was just so naive. Of course, I don't follow sports, so now I'm very familiar with it. But at the time, it was kind of a new thing. Anyway, I'm a goofball. All right, so we are. Jeez, it's 5:17. 40 minutes left for today, and then we are done. And then we will come back next week, and we will do it all over again. I know it's the morning kind of sucks for some people, but I just simply cannot do the afternoon. Yeah, big bucks stores are nuts. Big bucks stadium stores are also kind of nuts. Stories. Okay, let's get back to work. It's nice to see everybody chatting. Sorry to hear about the Inktober problems. These things are kind of inevitable at this stage in the game. Anything that goes online is up for grabs, whether we like it or not. Oh, there's another Inktober group? Oh, you should link it on my page. That would be great. Or just share the link here, but I can do it too. Let's see here. A lot of pen and ink groups. I'll send by messenger. Yeah, please do. A lot of artists on Instagram are making their own lists for things for October instead of following Inktober 1, etc. A lot are better lists than his, in my opinion. 71,000 members looks like. Whoever started it is just going for pure open ink drawings. No prompts and no affiliation with Jake Parker. I wasn't too impressed with prompts. When I first started it, it was all on Instagram. This they seem computer generated and boring. I have done Inktober 3 times and was into doing the weekly thing until I found out about all this stuff. Maybe focus on, yeah, maybe focus posting on Instagram. Can you send me that link to Karen? Where's my freaking thing? Yeah. Like I've said throughout this week, the whole 3 week thing and this whole thing is kind of like our project in and of itself, where I just start on YouTube and just from scratch. I don't know anything about platforms and live streaming and sharing streams and multiple streaming simultaneously. I don't know anything about it. So the whole thing is kind of like, what do you have to do as an artist to, if you're on your own, to sort of get some action on the internet? I'm not worried about it, so I don't really care, right? So like, if anyone is under the impression that I'm like feeling like a loss, if anything is a loss, no, nothing is a loss. Everything is new information, which pushes me in new directions. So the whole getting more on Instagram thing is a very serious consideration, but I want to figure out YouTube first before I leave. What are all the tools that I can use here? I don't know, so that if anyone ever asks me down the road, I can be a resource for them. But if things get too complicated and there's an easy way for me to move on and a really good reason to do so, then I will. Because that's learning something also. And so if there is a simple, more efficient way of putting something like this online, which will draw people in, because the whole purpose is to just build a community. That's the whole purpose, is just to build a community. It's not to, selling my stuff is a whole other thing. It's not connected to this at all. So yeah, Instagram is in the cards for sure. But let's milk this YouTube thing and see if I can develop a efficient method of getting links out to different sites where I'm finding I'm getting some feedback, because I haven't really done that yet. Anyway, long-winded answer. So there's a lot of sunlight coming in onto my table, and while that's really pretty, it's kind of messes up what I do, so I have to use some cardboard to block the sun. I hate blocking the sun, but you gotta do what you gotta do. No, no, I could do both. Oh well, then yeah, you gotta show me the ropes. Yeah, no, I've thought about doing like exploring Instagram at the same time as YouTube. Um, but if I'm gonna do that, I'm not just gonna leave YouTube. Yeah, I've kind of been putting off Instagram for when my artwork is this stuff back here too is shot, and this stuff is shot. But it's starting to look like maybe I should just get with the program now and see what I can do with Instagram. Let's see here. Yeah, like YouTube is your home base, and the rest are just advertising. And way advanced would be streaming on YT and FB and Instagram at the same time. Yeah, I want to learn how to do that. I have a friend who does YouTube and Facebook at the same time, and he does Star Wars stuff, and I gotta ask him how he does it. He's been really busy though. But I'd say for next week, it might be worth just to go to Instagram every day just before you start and post a photo, a little message about the YouTube live stream starting now, and the Inktober hashtag. I will do that. This weekend and next week is a really big week for me. On my Dream Punk Record Club site, Facebook page, I have a couple of guys that I work with. I run the page, but I'm starting to kind of branch out a little bit, and I have all the artwork necessary to start selling merchandise. So I have an artist, he's working with me, and we are designing merch, t-shirts, hoodies, hats, and posters. So all next week, I'm like diving into the world of merch and getting that ready to sell online through Teespring, which is a service that does products to order. So you give them the artwork, and whoever comes in and orders it, they just make it, ship it, and I don't have to do anything except provide them with the original artwork for the merchandise. So next week is a big week for me because that's when I get all of the information together, get all of the artwork together, depending upon the availability of the artist that has volunteered to work with me. And although he's very enthusiastic about it, and get that up and running. As a side note, that merch is going to fund a magazine project that I'm doing on that site. And the merch and the magazine project are going to fund an album that I want to release of other artists' material. So for the last 3 months, I've interviewed like 15 to 18 musicians and labels and just everybody in the scene. And so that's built my profile in that scene. So I've got a bunch of projects that I want to work on. And I also want to help Nancy with her business. And I've already got that ball rolling as well for Christmas. So I've got a number of things that I'm trying to do all at the same time. So yeah, that's why this is going so slowly, because I have so much stuff to think about all the time. It feels like, but it's fun stuff. It's good stuff. It's all 100% creative stuff. So, it's good. I really like it. So yeah, I'd like to get on Instagram, but I have a couple of things kind of holding me back right now. 15 minutes, guys. 15 minutes, and then we are done. Wow. Jeez, this day went by crazy fast. All right, 10 minutes, folks. Last 10 minutes of the week. Yeah. Yay. Thank you, Karen. I'm looking forward to next week, too. Hopefully, you can make it in the AM. I know Kristen can't. And hopefully, all of our Inktober people will just like come on in here. We'll see. Oh, pardon me. Just putting on some new music.
The grid. A digital frontier. I tried to picture clusters of information as they moved through the computer. What did they look like? Ships, motorcycles. Were the circuits like freeways? I kept dreaming of a world I thought I'd never see. And then, one day, I got in.
Okay, guys and girls and people and everybody. If I get time to take off, I'll be around next week in the mornings. Help me stay focused. Well, so come on back, Kristen. We're here for you. All right, guys and girls and people and everybody of every kind. It is 5:58. So we are going to wrap this up. Thank you to Karen and Kristen. You guys have been hanging out. I really appreciate it. To anyone else that's lurking or hanging around, I really appreciate it. To anybody that watches after the live stream is done, I really appreciate it. Come on in during the live stream. We are here going forward 24/7. Well, not 24/7. Monday to Friday. So, Monday to Friday from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. All through Inktober, October, and a little bit into November, probably. Anyway, we'll see how it goes. This is Bliss Monkeys Online Creativity Club, and this is for all the people that need or want or would like to have a space to hang and chat while they do their creative projects, art, painting, music, model building, class planning, editing, whatever, you name it. We're here for you. So that's it for week number 2. It's hard to believe it's over so fast. Come on back on Monday. Please like and subscribe and share the stream anytime. And we will see you on Monday. Again, pardon me for being so tired. Didn't get a whole lot of sleep last night. I was super busy today. And now I got to go make dinner for my daughter and myself. Busy. Okay. Thank you, everybody, for coming. Stay safe, and I will talk to you soon. Yeah, you guys have a good